Do you ever feel like everyone you go on a date with just doesn't seem to like you enough, doesn't seem to obsess over you, doesn't seem to want you enough? After watching this video, I promise you that you will seduce like Cleopatra. I went from being rejected to being the dream girl to being the girl that everyone wants but no one can have. Hi guys, in case you're new here, my name is Lina Amaya. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I only want to teach you how to become the best version of yourself in every aspect of life. Every aspect of your life. Also guys, do not be afraid to check my own affirmation cards. I will have them removed soon because I'm creating other things. I'm actually working on a book right now. Do not be afraid to check them out. It's life-changing. It literally made my life go from bad to amazing. My thoughts, my life, everything I attract is so different when I started to find out about affirmations. So I actually never was into affirmations until I found out how it works. It works if you believe what you tell yourself. So let's get it started. In this video, I want to teach you how to become a seductress or a seducer like Cleopatra. Okay, I want you to know how to seduce. The number one thing I want to talk about is the appearance. People always think that appearance is not all that. Like, people should love me for who I am. The truth is, I know we all wish it would be like that. I know it. The truth is, it's not like that. Because people are like animals and people are into appearances, okay? So if someone tells you, no, it's not all that, it's not that important, it's not this and it's not that, not true. Appearance matters so much that even if everything else is bad, but you have a good appearance, you're still winning. Okay, so let's get it started. In this video, I want to teach you how to become a seductress or a seducer like Cleopatra. Okay, I want you to know how to seduce. Number one thing is I changed my appearance completely. If you would have ever met me as soon as the corona pandemic started, because I went insane, I don't know what was happening, but the way I started to dress and started to act was insane. And now that I look back, it's not even the same person anymore. I look at my old videos and my old picture and I was like, who are you? Even the way I talk is so different. So insanely different. It's like I could have never imagined that a person can go from this to that. So as a woman, I want you to dress in a way that screams you. I want you to dress in a way that's like when someone sees you, that's her. That's so her. That's so you. I don't want you to dress trendy and like anyone else. You have to find your own style. You have to think of your appearance like your own brand. You have to create your own exclusive brand. For me, it was like I used to dress really, I don't know if I can say this word, but trashy. The way I dressed and the way I acted was like trashy completely. So if you think about it, if you meet a person and this person is dressing trashy, talking trashy, has bad habits and all that stuff, do you think that this person would be a good seducer? I don't think so, because only people that are good seducers, they are selling you a dream. They are selling you something that you are missing or that you want. So if you ever see a person dressing trashy and all that stuff, why would you be attracted to this person? And I'm all for having your unique style, but be careful how you dress, because you will be perceived based on the way you dress. So if you dress in a really trashy way like I did, I promise you that you will be perceived like exactly that. People will think that you are trashy just because, even if you're not, I'm sure you're not, you have an amazing personality, but be careful. And I promise you that if you are a woman and you're trying to seduce a man, I promise you that less is always more. Less is always more attractive in a man's eyes than dressing all revealing and showing so much. Because if you think about it, so I have been talking to so many men. Everyone told me the same thing. A true man who values a woman doesn't like a woman to dress too revealing. He likes a little touch of modesty. You don't have to dress completely modest. I'm not saying that, but you have to dress in a way that's not revealing and not trashy. So I'm talking to many people of my family, my brother, my cousins and all that stuff. All of them they have told me the same thing. They do not like women who are dressing too revealing and too trashy. Another thing about appearance, so seduction is so sensual. Seduction, if you think about it, it's not rational. It's sensual and emotional. So if you think about it, your scent, the way you smell, has to be amazing. Okay, listen, so there's actually a friend that my family knows that this person, they always like, they've seen this person from far away and they always said, wow, this person dresses so beautifully, they look so good, so amazing, and stuff like that. And one time, this person came a little closer to them, and all of a sudden, they was like, oh my god, this person smells so bad. So the moral of the story, it doesn't matter how good you look, if you smell bad, it's over. You cannot seduce anymore. Unless that person completely doesn't care about your smell. But I don't think that you would hardly find people like that. And you also have to watch your movements. If you move like that, like all quirky, and you're like so, oh my god, or I'm not sure, like I'm not confident, why would people find you seductive in any way? Why would they? Some people, they move too fast and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like people that are not calm. I don't like people that are like grabbing something, with playing with their hair, doing this, doing that. I don't like people that like that because they don't make me feel calm. They make me feel uncomfortable. And another thing that makes me feel so uncomfortable is when a person is all tight. When a person's like this, like you can literally sense that they are so tight and uncomfortable. That makes me feel also so uncomfortable. So I was actually meeting a girl and I was trying like to become friends with her because we met online one day, and she made me feel so uncomfortable because even though she was such an amazing girl, such a nice and sweet girl, for some reason she made me so uncomfortable because her body language was too tight. So it almost felt like we were having a job interview. So yeah, guys, watch your appearance. First things first. Number two, I love to call that siren energy. So siren energy, when I think about the siren, is that she has a huge contrast within her personality. You might feel that she's so seductive, so sensual, and so sexy maybe, but at the same time, she's so innocent. And people like that who have a huge contrast are always the most seductive people. Like if you think about Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn, she was so sweet and always laughing and all that, but at the same time she was really seductive. Like her body language was really seductive. Even though she was sweet, she also had a really seductive side, like almost like dark feminine energy. Even though people would think that Marilyn Monroe is more in her light feminine energy, which is true, but she also has that dark, sensual, seductive energy, which made her so magnetic because she has that contrast. One day I asked my friend, what do you think is the most magnetic personality trait of mine? And she told me, I don't know, I feel like I can't figure you out quite. Like I think, but that makes you so magnetic. I feel like you're so innocent and so sweet, but at the same time you're not. So I can't quite figure you out. So I think that's the thing that makes you so magnetic. And then I realized, okay, there is something about a contrast, because every person that has a huge contrast in their personality is so seductive. So if you think about The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he is, okay, if you look at him, you would feel like, wow, this like, he's like so big and all that. He's built and he's working out a lot. And you would feel like, wow, this is such a manly man. I mean, I don't know him, but I feel like he has a playful boy side within him. Like he's always joking, being quirky, or he's like making childish movies like Jumanji and stuff like that. I think that's making him so seductive as well. That's a huge contrast. Number three, you have to be an emotional drug. Good seducers or seductresses, they create emotional experiences that other people crave. But it has to be positive experiences. So you have to make all interactions with another people so intense that they feel like you are an emotional drug. But be careful, when I say intense, I mean it in only a positive way. Because intense can also be you're making someone so angry and furious, that's also really intense, but that's anti-seductive. It has to be positive, very positive. So if I think about my partner now, all interactions in the beginning were really intense. And when I say intense, it was like all quirky and all funny and so weird. At the same time, it was weird because I was weird. I was not weird in a, oh my God, she's so weird way, but in a way like, it's interesting because I promised that everything that I did was not on purpose, but when I look back, everything was really weird because at this time I was like, I felt really tight in my life and I was like, I don't have a lot of time. So we were like meeting and it was really intense, funny, everything and all that. And all of a sudden I had to go home. That was my life. And when I remember our early dating phases, everything I used to do was so sarcastic. I made so many sarcastic jokes. All I did was joking around. So I made it really fun and quirky and intense in a positive way. So another way to make it so intense is to be unpredictable. Unpredictability is one of the most intense feelings because you feel like you might know a person at this time and then all of a sudden the next movement they do something so weird. You were like shocked a little bit, but not in a negative way. You would never want the person you're trying to seduce to be shocked in a negative way, but in a positive way. Like all of a sudden you're like in another place, like you wake up in another place or you do something so weird you have never done before and you tell them that. So you have to be unpredictable. Number 4 is being mysterious. Whenever you reveal everything about yourself, the seduction is that. Because seduction dies when there's nothing to uncover anymore. Seduction is all about, I need to know that person. I need to uncover this person. I need to know her. There's something I have to work for. So being mysterious is such a seductive trait. And some people, they don't know how to be mysterious. Some people, they ask me, how can I become more mysterious? I'm like, girl, think about it this way. You don't know that person, but you are revealing everything about yourself to a stranger. Think about it that way. That's completely insane. You don't know that person. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? That's the question. So my experience is when I became more and more mysterious, I have always been such a private person my whole life. I'm so private. Even my family knows that I'm so private and I do not like to share anything about myself. I don't know for what reasons, but I'm just like that. But there was a time when I tried to share more about myself. And this time proved to me sharing can be insanely dangerous. Because I had a friend, this friend was like, I trusted her for some reason because she felt like family. Because her background was really similar to mine. And I was like, I trust this girl. So this girl, she came to my home and I became really close to her in a really short period of time. 2 weeks, she was like already every day at my home and like talking to my family and all that stuff. So what happened? So I trusted her and I told her stuff that maybe I should not have told her. After like a month of being friends with her, she revealed who she truly was. So she started to fight with me. She started to act really weird. And then she started to use the stuff that I told her against me. And that was the point in my life where everything changed. From this point on, I was like, I am never telling someone anything about myself again. Never. Not even if I know this person for years. Never will they know everything about myself. Never. If I meet someone, it's slowly. I want you to know me, but you will not know me 100%. You will not know everything about me. That's how I started to keep everything more private about myself. Number 5, I play on emotions and not logic. Seduction is not logical, it's emotional. So you have to trigger emotions. Even a slight scarcity is also emotion. Happiness is emotion. You have to make them feel something. Whatever you make them feel, but don't make them feel sad and anxious. Make them feel something good. However you make them feel good, that's where you get them. You have to seduce them in an emotional way, not rational, not logical. Also, if you admire somebody and you're genuinely interesting, that also makes them feel something good. Whenever I meet someone, I'm genuinely interested in this person, and I admire everyone, because I feel like everyone I meet is just amazing. So I like to admire them, and they feel it, and therefore they like me. And when I say scarcity, I don't want you to make them feel scared, but the way you can make someone feel slightly scared, scare them a little bit, not in a bad way, when they might feel like they would lose you if they do this and this and that. So, for example, you meet someone and everything is fine, everything is good, then they say something you don't like, and you're like, wow, you really said that? You really said that? Wow. That scares them, because they feel like, wow, did I mess up? Oh my god, I messed up. Then they feel like, damn, I might actually lose her. Next thing, you have to make them feel like they have you, but not fully. So this is what I have always been doing. I make them feel like they kind of have me, because they're getting to know me and I'm spending time with them, but they don't have me. I'm not theirs. I always told them in the beginning, I am not yours. And if I want to date someone, if I want to text someone else, I'm going to do it. They know it. So therefore, if you're a woman and then you're with a man, okay, so he's not going to like it, probably. But even though he doesn't like it, he will do more and more and more to get you. He will chase you more and more and more to get you. That's just simple psychology. So do not be scared to tell them, yes, I am dating other people. Do not be afraid to do that. My husband, he knew when I started to date him that I was also seeing other people. He knew that. He knew that I was texting and seeing other people. He didn't like it. I never said he liked it, but he did make sure to do everything to get me. And he did. Number 6 is strategic absence. So that's actually one of the 48 laws of power. Increase respect and honor by strategic absence. Whatever is always there. It's always there. You're gonna take it for granted. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to take someone for granted who is always there with you. A lot of people, they're taking their phone for granted. It's like air to breathe. But the second that someone would lose their phone, it's over. They would go insane. So increase respect and honor by strategic absence. You do not have to hang out with someone 24/7. Especially in the early dating stages, you gotta have your life so full, and you gotta have stuff to do where you can't see them. And at last but not least, you have to give them space to fall. No one is going to fall for you if you're always there. No one is going to fall for you if you are always, always, always showing up. See someone, make it so intense and so flirty and fun with you, and then back off, have some time for yourself, and that time where you're not with them, they will fall in love. I promise you. They will fill the space that you're not there with desire, and that's when they fall for you. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more content like that. Subscribe if you want to get the best version of yourself, and goodbye. Love you.